Right now, the WHAS11 night team is all new at 11 o'clock. We've learned about a 12-year-old shooting victim.
I saw the group before, 45 minutes before.
One man who saw the group of kids in Phoenix Hill before the shooting is talking to WHAS11 News tonight. Plus,
that we need the tourists, we need the Bourbon Trail, and we need the folks that work downtown.
A new skyscraper hotel for downtown Louisville, right near the KFC Center. With other towers sitting empty, we're getting reaction. Can Louisville fill it? And then,
I think it will be a wise decision in whatever way they would choose to just address it directly.
Happening tonight, Governor Andy Beshear critical of President Joe Biden for not telling more about his health. His comments to Kentucky's Pamela Brown on CNN. Right now on the WHAS 11 Night Team. And hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on the WHAS 11 Night Team tonight. I'm Doug Proffitt. A 12-year-old shot and killed in Louisville's Phoenix Hill neighborhood. Today, we learned that sad and troubling news from the Jefferson County coroner about the fatal shooting that happened last Thursday night. Identified as Justin Johnson, the little boy was killed on South Shelby Street, just off East Chestnut. WHAS 11 Night Team's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie talked to a neighbor who is now on high alert and a community activist about the violence there in Phoenix Hill. Taylor?
Doug, a neighbor tells me the thought of a 12-year-old shot and killed is heartbreaking alone, and he is now even more conscious of his safety.
This is the scene last Thursday at an apartment complex off South Shelby Street in Phoenix Hill. We've now learned it was a 12-year-old who was shot and killed. The Jefferson County Coroner's Office have identified the boy as Justin Johnson.
I have two daughters myself, close to that age, so I couldn't imagine.
Blair Robinson has lived in this apartment complex for nearly 4 years. He describes the area as friendly, making violence rare to come by. Robinson says he can still picture the yellow crime scene tape from last week.
Just to see a 12 or 13-year-old die is sad, so I slept on that and woke up with it as well, and it's still a little just alarming.
He's now more cautious of his surroundings. Robinson was outside walking his dog close to an hour before the shooting happened.
I saw the group before, 45 minutes before, so just seeing how young they were and then taking that into the account is crazy.
Since the shooting, he says his apartment complex has taken into account heightened security measures. Will Pitts, founder of Shoot Balls Not Guns, is concerned about the 12-year-old's death.
To hear about that is very disturbing, and it makes me angry.
It makes he and Robinson wonder how the youth are getting access to firearms, younger and younger.
What possibly, could a 12-year-old be wrapped up in to lose their life?
Pitts and Robinson are keeping Johnson's family in their thoughts and prayers.
Well, I think that was very unfortunate.
Hoping the family will eventually get the justice they need.
And Louisville Metro Police are asking for the public's help. If anyone knows any information about the shooting, contact the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. In studio, Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
All right, Taylor, thank you. Such a sad development there. And new right now on the WHAS 11 Night Team, a Louisville family is looking for answers after a teenager was shot and killed. Tayshawn Thomas died in a shooting at a Algonquin neighborhood apartment complex on June 25th. So far, police have not made any arrests. Tayshawn was just 19 years old when he was killed.
Just to know that he had his whole life ahead of him is just so sad. That he doesn't get to experience his 21st birthday. He doesn't get to experience, this Christmas. Just like the little things, his 30th birthday, having children. He doesn't get to experience any of that.
Tayshawn's aunt right there, Heidi Jones, has started a GoFundMe account to help pay for funeral expenses. If you'd like to help out, we do have a link for you at WHAS11.com. And remember, anyone who can help detectives, they need your information, can call anonymously at 574-LMPD. Well, tonight she's gone, but still being paid for the next 4 months. And when former Metro Police Chief Jackie Gwen Villarreal left, she wrote a resignation letter right to the mayor. It is long and critical. We obtained it today. She doesn't hold back and explains why she believes she never had a chance. Isaiah Kim Martinez and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton asked the new interim chief about the letter. Paul Humphrey came here to WHAS 11 for a one-on-one interview.
Do you believe that's her opinion, or do you believe that's factual, that there is apathy within the department? I think that's her opinion, and she's entitled to it. I think the men and women here are very, very ethically driven. We want to do the right thing, and I'm part of that. You know, I'm part of this organization and this agency, and understand the push for progress that's been here for a long time.
The reaction from Louisville's interim police chief Paul Humphrey to a blistering resignation letter from his former boss. Jackie Gwynn Billaroel, the most recent LMPD chief to move on, writes that her greatest challenge at the end of her tenure was, quote, an invasive presence of professional and ethical apathy that was counterproductive to morale. She goes on to put some responsibility on, quote, certain members of leadership.
When she names the leadership specifically, I mean, how do you take that?
It's always leadership. It should be us that has the responsibility and takes the fault for when things go wrong. That's what leadership is about.
I sat down with Humphrey asking what makes him uniquely qualified to take over the job.
I'll actually be the first chief from inside the organization directly. Every chief we've had has either been from the outside or gone away and returned. So to be part of this organization right now and being part of the people here right now, I think it uniquely positions me to connect with them in ways that may have been difficult in the past.
He talked about his quest to change the culture within a department he's been a part of for 18 years.
This city rides on the police department, right?
On your shoulders, right now.
Like I said before, I'm responsible for this police department. And so we have to get this right. We don't have a choice but to get this right. I don't believe in lost causes.
You have rare insight that others at the helm would not have. Is that reason why you should be at the front when the DOJ is in some part overseeing this city?
You know, I'm going to be here for years to come. Regardless of what role I'm in, I'm going to be here to make sure that we do the things the best way we can.
And a lot more from Paul Humphrey. We have his full-length interview posted right on our YouTube page. In it, Isaiah asks about the changing landscape of Louisville's gangs and our violent crime. And you can watch it. Just search the WHAS11 YouTube page. You'll see it right on the front page. Okay, we got to talk about in the 50s and the temperatures the last couple of nights. No longer tonight. It is warmer, stuffier, and we have a warmer day tomorrow. Colleen Peterson is tracking the run up to the 4th of July. Colleen?
It is going to be a hot one, but Tennessee, they have a lot hotter conditions. They have heat index values getting as high as 110 for your 4th of July. We do not have that. Our heat index is going to stay in the 90s for the rest of the week. Right now we're at 86 degrees, only going to cool off to the 70s tonight. Tomorrow's high is 94 degrees. We are tracking the chance of some scattered pop-up storms, not throughout the morning hours, but in the afternoon. This is a classic summertime setup. We have a lot of warm temperatures where some of those thunderstorms could produce heavy rain, wind, and there's also that very low chance we could also see some hail. I'm walking through that forecast model and showing you which time on 4th of July will be driest. Doug?
All right, Colleen, it's the talk of the town. Take a look at it. Here it is. Is downtown Louisville ready for this new skyscraper? This one would be a 300-room hotel not far from the KFC Yum Center. In fact, just down the street sits the Omni Hotel. Well, the co-developer of this project is an already well-known name around Louisville. WHS 11 Night Team's Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Addie Hill are live right now joining us here on the Night Team. And Alex, what are you hearing tonight? Is this one of those pie-in-the-sky deals we've seen so often in Louisville, or you think more realistic to happen? What are you hearing?
Well, Doug, the developer already has the confirmed support of 3 major hotel companies, the Hilton, the Hyatt, and the Marriott. So this plan seems more likely than other development plans that we've seen in the past. But if you take a look right across the street here at 2nd Street and West Market Street, you can already see a different Zio property already in the works. This one is the new Canopy Hotel. And right back over here at the EMW Women's Surgical Center, where this building still stands, this is potentially where this new 27-story tower will be located. On the corner of 2nd and West Market Streets, well-known developing company Zio is planning to build a $175 million hotel in the heart of downtown.
It's a great project. It's great to see investment in downtown.
The CEO of New York-based Zio, Nick Camposano, is a Louisville native and St. X grad. Camposano is the developer behind multiple projects in Louisville. The Canopy Hotel is under construction, and he also announced another large project called New Lou Crossing, covering several blocks along Main Street. In a statement shared with WHAS11, Camposano said, in part, quote, "We have the confidence in the geography. We want to make sure that people from all over the world are able to visit Louisville and enjoy modern hospitality amenities."
The Zio company has done several projects downtown, so I think it'll be high quality.
Now an empty bright blue skyline where the former EMW Surgical Center building still stands could be filled by a 27-story tower that will have 300 hotel rooms, called 140 West.
27-story hotel, that'll be great.
Downtown resident Dan Hartledge is eager to see if the potential plan pans out.
All the other businesses potentially that could spin off from that in terms of more restaurants and shops and that kind of thing is just very exciting for somebody who's lived down here for 7.5 years.
While talks of a new multi-million-dollar building are underway, decades-old skyscrapers in downtown like Humana and Fifth Third Bank sit vacant. Developer David Nichols blames this migration of businesses out of downtown on public safety concerns.
Challenge for this new project, as it will be for the existing one, is downtown is not safe. The public has a perception that it's not safe, and it's a true perception. We've got more folks leaving downtown than moving to downtown.
Hartledge doesn't see the same issue.
Most of the people who are afraid of downtown are people who don't come downtown.
Both Nichols and Hartledge see the hotel plan as an investment in downtown.
If the Bourbon Trail continues to grow, that downtown will need the hotel room.
Yeah, I want it to grow. It needs to grow, and downtown is bouncing back.
The plans for the proposed skyscraper are still in the works, and Camposano said that the design analysis for this plan started 2 years ago. He also says there are still several steps that need to be taken before construction can officially begin. Live in downtown Louisville with photojournalist Addie Hill, Alex Dieterer, the WHAS 11 night team on your side.
All right, Alex, thank you. It is a good-looking project, and Mayor Craig Greenberg applauded the proposal, saying, quote, "There are many exciting developments coming to downtown Louisville, from new restaurants, hotels, distilleries, and now a proposed mixed-use tower right in the heart of the city on Market Street. I look forward to seeing progress on all of these projects as downtown continues to be a vibrant and energetic neighborhood for everyone." That's the end quote from the Louisville mayor today. And we got a big update today on the repairs to a large water main break right near downtown Louisville. The water company is ahead of schedule in getting it fixed. Louisville Water Company says repair work is now finished on West Kentucky between 5th and 6th. It's an area known as Baseball Alley. Crews will test and flush the lines tomorrow to ensure high quality water. Work to repair the damaged pavement is also expected to start tomorrow. They hope to reopen the road by the afternoon on the 4th of July. Baseball Alley, by the way, has been around since the turn of the century, and it once led you right to a baseball park, the Eclipse Park at 7th and Kentucky.